What other lifestyle recommendations do you have specifically for women, let's say, with breast cancer, besides a low fat, whole food, vegan diet? Besides, I'm gonna guess you're gonna say some good movement, right, and exercise. But are there anything, given your background, psychologically that you did different than others that you recommend for those who might be listening who are dealing with a breast cancer diagnosis?
Well, psychologically, there was no depression. There was some anxiety for a while, is this working? But I looked at what I was doing and
Mhm.
it is working. And I didn't know then about BDNF, brain derived neurotrophic factor, which makes you feel good. That was working all the time. So psychologically, I was
What
sleeping.
what is that? Is just
Brain-derived neurotrophic
uh-huh.
factor. When you exercise, your brain produces this. You've heard of the good feelings you get from exercise, and that's the endorphins, and you feel great. And so I had all that. My
Okay.
sleep was better. I wasn't having the bone pain in the middle of the night
Mhm.
in fact, prior to the diagnosis, I had gone to the doctor about this bone pain, and they gave me actually narcotics, some kind of morphine, and that didn't even work. So all of a sudden, no drugs, and the bone pain disappears.
Mhm.
So that helped. And I just, oh, and at 47, guess where I was in my cycles? Perimenopause.
Mhm.
Yeah. And so I thought, oh, menopause, hot flashes and irritability and dryness and all kinds. And I just really never gave it another thought until several years later. And I thought, I looked back and saw I went through menopause and, just no periods and I didn't even know what a hot flash was. In fact, you've probably heard in Japan, they don't even have a word for hot flash because
Mm.
back then, especially, all the other countries are changing their diet as they uh, try to simulate a more Western diet, more meat and eggs and dairy.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
so uh, in Japan back then in the 80s, they were still pretty pure rice and vegetables. And so those women went through menopause with no problems. So, and even today, on my website, I have the Ask Dr. Ruth. We can talk a little more later about that. And so
Yeah.
women are talking about how menopause and the problems they have in osteoporosis. And so again, it's the diet that makes the difference.